Find a tabletop. If you need to pad your knees, you can. But you don't really need to if you plug the tops of your feet like crazy, right? So you have all of these tools that you can use, right? Being very precise with yourself. And it's not to punish yourself, it's really to make your life easier. First thing is finding 90-degree angles. So you can use blocks right in front of your knees, right behind your wrist, so that you make sure that the blocks are not lifting and they're really brushing your skin, they're brushing your body. And then you can plug the tops of your feet down like crazy, finding the pinky toe and the big toe so that you can really spread across your toes. Then you can start to find the center of the knees here. This will remove any excess pressure from one side of the knee, and you can start to find the center of the knee. And then look at your hands, make your middle fingers parallel, make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders, make sure that your fingers are nicely separated, not like crazy, not like a duck, right? But really nice, nice angles in between all fingers. And then round your back, push the floor away, look inside towards your heart. And then on your exhale, stick your butt back, bring your lungs through your arms and look out in front of you. Every inhale, round your back, push everything in, look in. And every exhale, stick your butt back, drop your belly down, let your lungs come through your arms and look out. Try to straighten your arms here and continue moving. You can keep your eyes open or closed, and you can really start nice and slow in the beginning so that you're still working with this element of water around the kidneys. Really think that your kidneys are initiating this whole movement, right? So they're tucking in every time you inhale, and they're sticking out every time you exhale. Knowing that this is your reservoir, your batteries, right, of your energy down there, you want to start to take your mind down there and give this area of your body, the lower back, this nice experience. Exaggerate it a little bit so that your cat is really, really, really angry and fierce, and your cow is really sweet and going out. Continue moving here between the cat and the cow, putting a wave into it, maybe starting to find a little bit more fluency, knowing that once water starts to run, it runs like crazy. So that now you can begin to move a little bit faster. You can start to make yourself a little bit louder so that you give this very clear signal to the body that you're here and that you're starting to play with it, to play with water, but you're also starting to play with fire. So that now you can start to pick up the pace a little bit more. You can connect yourself to the three sources of fire in your body: the fire of the groin, the fire of the planet underneath you around the pelvis. Your second source of fire is the fire of your chest, the fire of your heart, your communal fire, the societal one. And your third source of fire is your biggest weapon, your biggest gift as well. It is the fire of your imagination that no one can take away from you, in the center of your eyebrows. So now connect yourself to these three fires. Give yourself 20 more of these. Take yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone. You can close your eyes. Make sure that you're still honoring your neck. Make sure that you're plugging your feet down so that you can take this wave a little bit further. Now you can start to slow it down and down. That's so beautiful. And down. Bring yourself to the middle. So nice. Bring your knees to touch, please. Cross your right knee over the left. Put yourself in Gomukhasana legs, cow face legs, and then open your feet to the side. So you have an equilateral triangle, right foot, right knee, and left foot. Plug the tops of your feet so much here, and then you can flip your wrists, your fingertips towards you if you'd like. If your fingers are flipped towards you, separate your hands so much that your thumbs are brushing the outer edges of your mat. That's how much big of a frame you want, so that you can look in front of you, bend your elbows a little bit, bring your lungs through, and you have this nice portal for your lungs to go out. Yes, so nice, Mary. Beautiful. Take a moment here. If this is too much, you can start to make little circles around your wrists. If this this is okay, you can start to put your hips into the equation and start to make these big circles with your hips and really allow the circles to reverberate everywhere. So you concentrate on the hips first, and then you start to notice that the circle will move around the knees, they move around the ankles as well. The circles are moving inside of your shoulders, inside of your wrists. Maybe your neck is getting into the equation as well. So give yourself any experience that your body really needs right now, moving to one direction. Notice if you're moving from left to right or right to left without any judgment, without any over attachment to like, oh, I always go to the feelings. That's my story. But just notice it's fun, because if you do it tomorrow, you might go to the other way first, right? So really notice here, are you going with the grain of the world towards the right side, or are you naturally going towards the beat of your own drum towards the left side? So continue moving here in a big circle, articulate it so well so that you're hitting all of the circumference of that circle. Miffy, that looks so well. Lift your head, look straight in front of you. You will change the whole experience. Yes. So really, by virtue of changing your vision where you're looking, your lungs can come through. Now it becomes a little bit more of an enjoyable experience. So nice. So you can always lower your head to check your structure, to make sure your feet are in a nice equilateral. But then once you check that your past is there behind you, you can reflect upon it, then lift your vision, look forward, start to move yourself towards the potential, start to move yourself towards your destination, this vision that you planted in the left side of your eye, in the left brain, and then bring yourself back towards the center. So nice. Flip your fingers back towards the front. Take a moment here. Let all of that work integrate inside of the wrists, which are the windows of your lungs. And then you can tuck your toes underneath you. You can lift your knees up and bring yourself into this very short dog. So it's a short, cross-legged dog, right? There are so many different layers on top of this dog. Very nice, Kate. Beautiful. Try to bring your chest to lie on your thighs, right? So you're so close to your hands that your chest is really resting on your thigh. Your liver is actually touching your right thigh. It's as simple as that, right? So you have this nice connection here. And every time you make a connection, you're igniting a conversation, a dialogue. So nice, beautiful. Start to find this very nice fit here between your upper body and your lower body. Lift your butt up towards the sky. Plug your right hand like crazy. Lift your vision. Look at your right hand. Look at your left hand. Imagine your left hand is still there, and then lift your left hand and put it on your lower back. Palm facing upward. You're starting to pump your right lung here. Keep looking forward so that your imagination is the fourth point of contact. Beautiful, Kate. So nice. Very nice. And then extend your left hand forward. Go back into this dog. Now it's a little bit different. Look forward. Take your right hand and put it on your lower back. You have to make an extra effort here to align your lungs on the same line. Yes, your kidneys on the same line. Beautiful. So good. Let your left lung pump a little bit here. Yes, Miffy. So good. Your imagination is the fourth point. And then right hand forward. Nice. 4 points of contact. So good. And now you can take your knees down towards the floor. Separate your feet. Put yourself in this nice equilateral triangle. And then lift yourself up. So now here you can bring 2 blocks in front of you if you'd like, so that you can put your hands on top of the blocks, or you can ditch the blocks entirely. But what you really want to do is avoid this, which is very natural. It's very common, right? And you really want to plug your feet down, kick your butt forward. I like to take my hands and literally push myself forward so that my pubis is coming forward towards the front wall, or maybe towards the block here. Separate your feet, plug the tops of your feet down like crazy, make a frame with your palms and your elbows, just like in the bridge in the beginning. And then inhale, lift the frame over your head. Plug your feet so much. This is your first floor. This is your foundation. And then whenever you're ready, exhale, take it down towards your belly. Every inhale, lift the frame up, open the windows. Let your eyes be open here. And every exhale, close the windows down. Keep kicking your butt forward and start to move up and down here, starting really the deep cleansing inside of the body. So you land in a body, you land in a house. The first thing you do, you open up the windows, right? You go inside of a car, the same thing. You open the windows, you make sure that all the smell is out, the smell of uh, closing, right? This the closed smell. I'm sure there's like an English word for all of these things, right? But you know what I mean? Like these smells in the house, you have the smell of cooking, maybe the smell of mold. So you want to start to open and close your windows, making it nice and supple, nice and fluent here, so that there's no creaking in the windows. Everything is oiled up. The windows open and close at will. Give yourself 6 more of these. Beautiful. And then lift the frame over your head. Take a moment here. Back bend it a little bit. So send your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. Nice. Lift your vision up. So good. Separate your hands. Bring them by your side. Nice. If you have the blocks, remove them. Bring your hands on the floor. Tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your knees up. Give yourself a big circle all around yourself. So start to pivot onto the balls of your feet. Extend your arms. You're drawing the circumference of the circle. You are a compass, right? Your feet are really the center, and your fingertips are drawing all of the circle around. So keep your vision lifted. Look out to the outskirts until you land back facing the front of your mat. Now the right knee is in front of the left. I'm sorry, the right knee is behind the left. You can take your knees down to the floor. You can separate your feet. Readjust yourself here so that you're in a tabletop with cross-legged. Yes. Miffy, separate your feet so that you have so much space between the right foot and the left foot, so that you have more of a surface to plug the tops of your feet down. Nice. Ah, Ivona, this looks so nice. Now for your hands, you can interlace your fingers to the webbing, creating a third hand here, and placing this hand right underneath your sternum. So the third hand is very close to you. This interlaced hand is very, very close to you. There's maybe the distance of 1 block between the hands and the knee, right? So that's how much is under your heart. And then straighten your arms. Nice. Let your pinkies make a strong contact. And now start to stir it the other way. Start to go the other direction. So whichever direction you went before, I know now everyone's like, where did I go, right? So that's the interesting games, right? It's really to start to know where we go, where we love to go, right? Because these things, we start doing that, we do them all the time, right? In our minds, we think the same way so many times. We think the same thoughts from one day to the other, a big percentage of them. I forgot the number, but there's all of these things that we keep on doing because we're so habituated to it, right? And then we come to the mat and we continue doing the same things. And then we hurt this thing that we do a lot, right? So what's nice here is just to start to give yourself another experience, right? So lift your vision up, look in front of you. Yes, Sandy. Yes, Bob. So good. Give yourself this big, nice swirl towards the other side. Nice. Articulate your pelvis so that you're still in a cat and still in a cow. So you're rounding your back and you're curving and you're sticking your butt back. Nice. Beautiful. Half of the circle is an inhale, half of the circle is an exhale. Let your whole body come into the equation. Let these circles really go to your knees, to your ankles, to your shoulders, to your wrists. Maybe your head wants to come to the equation here. Nice, beautiful. So good. And then bring yourself back towards the center. Separate your hands, put them on the floor. Tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your knees up. And put yourself in this very short dog. So this dog is really short. The hands are close to your feet, and your thighs are very close to your torso, right? Now your heart, the organ of your heart, is touching your left thigh. That's how much you are folded. Yes, Miffy, lift your butt up towards the sky. Shake your tail from side to side. Very nice, beautiful. Lift your vision, look in front of you. Find your frame. So hand, foot, even though the feet are flipped. And then take your right hand and put it on your lower back, on your sacrum, palm facing up. Try to align your right shoulder, left shoulder, same line, right hip, left hip, same line. Keep looking forward here. And then right hand forward on the floor. Find your balance, find your center, maybe separate your feet a little bit more. And then take your left hand and put it on your lower back, palm facing upward. Align your shoulders, your lungs, your kidneys, your hips, same line, level. And then left hand forward. So nice, beautiful. Take your knees down towards the floor. Separate your feet. Plug the tops of your feet down. and push yourself up, either with blocks or without the blocks in front of you. Nice. Notice the first thing that you land in, and then kick yourself forward. Take your hands on your hip. Push your sacrum forward. Nice. Let your right hip and your left hip be level. The tailbone is right in the center between right hip bone, left hip bone. Beautiful. And then lift your frame over your head once again, just like you did before. This time, take the other elbow on top. So whichever doesn't feel very natural, put your face right in the center of this frame. Now you have to plug your feet like crazy on the floor. Plug the tops of your feet like crazy. Inhale, twist towards your left. Exhale, twist towards your right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. In, out, in, out. In, out, in, out, in, out. Keep plugging your feet down. Nice, 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 nice. Continue moving from inhale to exhale, from east to west. So nice. Beautiful. Every inhale towards the left, every exhale towards the right. So nice. Yes, Bob. So good. In, out, in, out, in, out. Let it be loud. And let it really start to open up all of these congestions inside of the lower body. So nice. Beautiful. Give yourself 5 more of these. And then bring yourself back towards the center. Take a moment here. Breathe in and out through the nose. Relax your face. And then exhale, separate your hands. Bring them down. That was so nice. Bring your hands forward. Separate your knees. Bring yourself into regular tabletop. That was so nice. Put yourself in a high plank. So extend your legs back. Nice. Start to create 90 degrees behind your wrists. So imagine you have blocks behind your wrists. Start to create 90 degrees behind your soles of the feet. So imagine you have blocks behind your feet. That's how much you want to bring your heels forward here. That's it. So that the toes are right underneath the heels. Very good. The balls of the feet are under the heels. And then look straight in front of you. Put yourself on this beautiful line from your knees, from your heels up to the crown of your head. And now from this linearity, from this line, from these 90 degrees, bend your knees, lift your hips up, push your torso towards your thighs, and bring yourself into a dog. Start to put a curve inside of your dog. So keep a bend in the knees, lift your butt up towards the sky, shake your tail from side to side. So nice, beautiful. The only straight thing here is your arms. Everything else has a little bend inside of it. Everything else has a nice curve. Feel free to bend one knee and bend the other, looking underneath one armpit, maybe underneath the other. Look at your feet. Make sure that your middle toes are parallel together so that the pinky toes are parallel to the outer edges of the mat as well. The big toes are slightly in. You can imagine 2 fists right in between your arches here so that your feet are hip width distance. And then look straight in front of you. Inhale, bring yourself forward. It's a high plank. It's 90 degrees, right where we started. Nice, Sandy, so strong. Exhale, hips up and back. It's a dog. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Lift your hips up. Imagine your liver and your heart still want to touch your thighs. That's how much you want to lift your butt up. Inhale, bring yourself forward. It's a high plank, so you're aligned. Nice. Exhale, hips up and back. It's the dog, 60 degrees everywhere. So nice. Continue moving here between the down dog, 60 degrees, and the plank, 90 degrees. Let me look at you. So wonderful, beautiful. Every inhale brings you forward. Every exhale takes you back. Very nice, beautiful. Give yourself a few more of these. If you find that your dog is very, very taxing, put a blanket underneath your heels or put your heels on the wall, right? So that you can really, really be inside of your legs and take this pressure out of your back, out of your hands, out of your wrists. Beautiful, Kate, so nice. Now, the next time you come into a plank, continue, go forward and take it into an upward facing dog. so that you drop your pelvis down. You bring your lungs through your arms. Nice. You're creating 120 degree here. You're moving the other way. Beautiful, Sandy. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Skip the plank. Start to move like a wave from the dog, from the mountain, out into the ocean, into the wave. So nice. Kate, that looks wonderful. There's two Kates, but both are wonderful. Catherine, I'm going to call you Mabury, okay, today. Sorry about that. I'm not pissed at you. Beautiful. Continue moving here. Inhale, up dog, bringing your lungs through your arms. Exhale, down dog. Miffy, try to put your heels on top of a blanket. It will give you a whole different experience. Right, so nice. Mikey, this looks so wonderful. Make sure your arms are straight in your upward facing dog and your down dog, actually. Arms are straight all the time and everything else has a nice wave into it. Iona, this looks so nice. Mary, beautiful. Bring your arms a little bit closer together, your hands a little bit closer together. That's it, that's it. So nice, beautiful. Give yourself 3 more of these. You can go really, really fast or you can go very, very slow. It is really your choice. And then 2, and then 1. Bring yourself into a dog. Take a moment here. Find the stillness of the dog with all of the movement happening inside, with the awareness, the mind, the imagination. Every time you inhale, you can imagine yourself inhaling from the backs of your knees simultaneously up to your butt bones, down to your heels. And every time you exhale, you can imagine yourself exhaling from your hips and your heels back towards the center of the knee. So really send your next few breaths in the backs of the legs. See if this can really start to open up the lungs of your legs, the backs of your legs, the eyes of your knees and the back. Every inhale, imagine these eyes opening up. So you have your inhale expanding up and down. Send your butt bone up, your heels down. And every exhale, relax and watch your exhale go back to the center of the knee. Inhale, bring yourself forward, upward facing dog. Take a moment here, bring your lungs through your frame. You can look behind one shoulder, and then you can look behind the other shoulder. And then you can bring yourself back towards the middle. One more time, downward facing dog. You can always have your heels on the wall. It can be life-changing, believe me, in dog. Now bring your awareness to your upper body, so to your arms. Imagine the center of your inhale and your exhale is your shoulders. So every time you inhale from the shoulders up to the butt bones, down to the wrist. And every time you exhale from the wrist and the butt, back towards the shoulder. Every inhale from the shoulder, expand up towards the butt. Send your butt up and send your wrist forward, your hands forward. And every time you exhale, relax and watch your exhale go back towards the shoulders, back towards the armpit. Give yourself a few more of these. Every inhale expanding in 2 directions. Every exhale going back towards the middle. Maybe bring your awareness back to your legs. This time you can inhale up to your butt bones, down to your heels, down to your wrist, and exhale up towards your butt bones. The exhale, the apex of the triangle. Every inhale going down towards the floor where your hands are touching, where your heels are going down. And every exhale moving up towards the pinnacle, up towards the butt. Lift it up a little bit more. That's so nice, so good. Now bring your knees towards the floor. So good. Take your big toes together and bring your head down towards the floor. Bring yourself into a child's pose just for a few seconds here. You can have your arms by your sides. You can shake your head from side to side. Nice. And then when you're ready, you can extend your arms in front of you, bring yourself back into your dog. You can measure it out with the plank so you know you have this nice 90 degree that turns into 60. And then whenever you're ready, bring your right foot and lunge it forward to the inside of the right hand. For this whole sequence, you can have your hands on blocks, especially if stepping the foot forward is challenging, right? So you can try it out here. Just start to step your foot forward and take it back. right? So you might want to have your hands on blocks like me, like here, right? You can step the other one as well, so that you're really making your life easier and you can start to take these postures a little bit further, right? It is not a defeat at all to use props, actually. It's pretty advanced, right? So see what you need, or you can ditch the props completely and make sure that you're stepping gracefully forward and backward. That is so nice. And then whenever you're ready, step your right foot forward, take your left knee down, untuck the left toes, put yourself in a 90-degree in the right knee. So the right knee is right inside of the right armpit. And then extend your arms towards the sides to 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Imagine there's a clock face. 12 is in front, 3 is your right hip, 6 is your tailbone, and 9 is your left hip. And then bring your lungs through your arms. Let your right knee go inside of your right armpit. Plug the top of your foot down completely behind you. Nice. Put yourself on an angle here in the left thigh. So take your left knee back a little bit more than you think, right? The 90 degrees in the front one, 45 is in the back. Nice. Plug your feet down, look forward. Imagine yourself bringing your lungs through your arms, just like an upward facing dog. And then inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Grab hold of your opposite elbows. Make it very linear here so that the crown of your head is moving up towards the sky. It is aligned right above the center of the pelvis, right above the perineum. You're in the central line, your axis mundi, this connection to what's above, to the sky, the stars, the planet, the gods, and the connection to the earth underneath you with the worms, the ancestors, right? Everything that's very, very earthy. And then put yourself right in the middle here. And then separate your hands, put them behind your head this time. And now start to turn it into a sphere. So send your head back into your palms, bring your elbows together, press your back foot like crazy, and then start to bend inside of your front knee to really bring your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. So nice. Kate, that looks so wonderful. Bring your elbows a little bit closer together. Yes, so the whole shape becomes more dynamic. That's it, so good. And start to send your breath into it. Imagine the shape really starting in your back toes. So spread across your back toes, the big toe from the pinky toe. Let yourself find this whole area around your left knee as well. Nice. Let this give you the width of your hips, east and west. Let this give you the width of your collarbones, east and west. And then open your vision, your right eye, your left eye. See how much of the room you're seeing. And then exhale, separate your hands. Mary, that looked so nice. Hands down on the floor, lift your left knee, I know, and then step yourself back into dog. Very nice. Wash it with an upward facing dog. Bring yourself forward, drop your hips down, bring your lungs through, look straight in front of you. Let your heels pull you back. Let your heart bring you forward. And then exhale, it's a downward facing dog. Lunge your left foot forward. Take your right knee down and untuck the right toe. So really press the top of your right foot down behind you. Make sure you have a 45-degree here so that if you take a block, the block would stay in a diagonal like this. That's how much you want this back, the knee, right, to be back behind you. And this one starts at 90 degree. The front one starts at 90 degree. Once you have all of these numbers, right, all of these shapes, you can start to dissolve the personal effort, right? Because shapes are universal. You can lift yourself up here. Shapes are universal, right? They don't have an agenda. They don't have a story. We do so much, right? So when we put ourselves into these shapes, it's always an opportunity to dissolve a little bit all of the personality also, right? Of what we identify with so much. So put yourself in these measures, in these angles, and then lift your arms over your head. Grab hold of opposite elbows, whichever doesn't feel natural. Put your face right in the center of this frame. Put yourself here in this verticality. So send your elbows up towards the sky. Imagine your foot, your back foot, anchoring you down inside of the earth a little bit more. See if you can find the spread across your big toe from your pinky toe in the back, like horizontal roots connecting you to all of the other roots around you, the community, the other trees, intermingling, exchanging the intelligence so that we can move forward more efficiently. And then from this linearity up and down, you can start to turn it into a sphere. Take your hands behind your head, bring your elbows together, push everything forward, up and back, the pubis, the navel, the sternum. Nice, so good, beautiful. Bring your elbows a little bit closer together. Bend into your front knee even more, Miffy. Yes, yes, yes. Back bend it so much. Turn yourself into a sphere. Turn yourself into a circle. Nice, Mary, where there's no beginning, no end. Yes, Bob. Lift your vision up. See how much of the room you're seeing. That is so wonderful. Yes, 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 yes. So good. Then separate your hands, bring them down on the floor. Oh, yes, Ivona. I know. I almost heard you. And then bring yourself up and back into a dog. So nice. Inhale, ripple forward, upward facing dog like a wave. And then exhale, it's a downward facing dog. Now, just to play here, cross your right knee over the left, right? So it's a cross-legged dog, but this time it's a regular dog, right? So the hands are away from you. You can measure it out by bringing yourself forward into a high plank. You can readjust your feet here so that you're still playing the same angles, right? It is still 90 degree here, but there's one extra complication, which is the knees together, right? Which really starts to bring this inner nature that we have, this implicit nature, this third foot, this connection to the planet, this connection to our experience as a human being, the soul aspect of us. And then exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Now you might want to play with up dog with this complication, right? What a horrible word to use in a yoga class, but you know what I mean. This extra level of the knot, right? The knot in your knees. So inhale, bring yourself forward, drop your pelvis down this time, upward facing dog. Nice. Exhale, down dog. Give yourself 2 more of these so that you can bring a little bit of warmth, a little bit of heat. Keep a soft bend in the knees so the knees are nested, one behind the other. So good. And then bring yourself back into a dog. Change the cross. So take your left knee over the right this time. Left knee over the right. Put yourself in the dog. Nice. Measure it out. Bring yourself into a high plank. Rearrange your feet. 90 degrees, look straight in front of you, and then take your hips up and back, downward facing dog with crossed legs. 5 of these, you bring yourself forward, up dog, turn it into a kriya, like a cleansing action. So every inhale, you bring yourself forward, you drop your hips down, you bring your lungs through, and every exhale, hips up and back, down dog, soft bend in the knees, butt up towards the sky, the apex of the triangle. You're putting all of these concepts together. So nice. And then bring yourself back towards the middle. Very nice. Take your knees to the floor, separate them, bring your big toes to touch. This time, bring your knees closer together and take yourself into a very compact child's pose. You can extend your arms by your side, palms facing upwards. You can flutter your lips, move your head from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, bring yourself forward, lift your vision up, and bring yourself towards the front of your mat. Stand up, please. Bring your feet together, big toes together, heels a little bit apart. Bring your hands into a prayer in the center of your chest. Connect yourself with your center, the center of your chest, your sternum. And then bow your head towards your heart. Open your eyes. Inhale, lift the prayer up towards the sky. Exhale, separate your hands, make contact with the floor. Bend your knees, plant your hands down, lift your vision up, look straight in front of you. And then send your right leg back behind you. Take your right knee down. Untuck the right toes, just like we did now. And then inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Keep them parallel for this one. Lift your vision up and back. Back bend it as if your hands were behind your back, your head. And then exhale, hands down on either side of the front foot. And step yourself back into a dog. Inhale, ripple forward, look forward, bring yourself into upward facing dog. It's really linking all of the things together. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Water salutations, right foot forward, left knee down, untuck the left toes, very repetitive. Lift your arms up towards the sky, send your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. Look up. Exhale, hands frame the front foot and hop your left foot forward to meet the right front of the mat, fold. Inhale, wake up, lift yourself up, catch a prayer over your head. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart, look at it. Inhale, lift the prayer up towards the sky. Exhale, stick your butt back, send your prayer down to the floor and fold over yourself. Inhale, lift your vision, look forward. At the same time, send your left leg back, back, back. Left knee down. Remember, 45 degrees in the back thigh. Inhale, lift yourself up, parallel your arms together. Push your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. Exhale, hands on either side of the front foot. Step back into your dog. Nice. Inhale like a wave, ripple forward, upward facing dog. Open your eyes, see what's out there. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Gracefully, left foot forward, right knee down, untuck the right toes. Beautiful, Sandy. Lift your arms up towards the sky. Parallel your hands, look at them. Exhale, hands on either side and step forward. Fold over yourself, forehead to knees. Inhale, lift yourself up, rise, rise, catch it, look at it. Exhale, bring it home towards your middle. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge your right leg back, look in front of you. Lift your arms up, crescent moon. Exhale, hands on either side. Downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, untuck the left toes, lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, front of the mat, forehead to knee. Root to rise, inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, 1, lift the prayer up. 2, exhale down, make contact. 3, send your left leg back, left knee down, untuck the left toes, lift yourself up, open the sail, back bend it, back bend it. Exhale, 4, put yourself in a frame, it's a dog. Inhale, 5, it's a wave, upward facing dog. Exhale, 6, it's a dog. 7, lunge your left foot forward, right knee down, untuck the right toes, open your sail, open your boat, open your vision, look up. Exhale, 8, fold over yourself, front of the mat. Inhale, 9, rise, 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 the pinnacle of achievement, catch it, look at it. Exhale, 10, bring it to your heart, put yourself in it. Inhale, lift it up, 1. Exhale, make contact, 2. Inhale, 3, lunge your right leg back. Open yourself up. Exhale, 4, be a frame, be a dog. Inhale, 5, be a wave. Exhale, 6, go back to the dog. Inhale, 7, lunge your right foot back forward. Open your lungs up. Exhale, fold over yourself, the root of embodiment inside of the earth. Inhale, rise, 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 catch it, 9. Exhale, 10, your whole thing, put your body in a sphere. Inhale, lift your prayer up. Exhale, fold over yourself. Inhale, left leg back, left knee down, untuck the left toes, open your arms up. Exhale, go back to the shore, back to the dog. Inhale, swim into the ocean, upward facing dog. Open your eyes, let your lungs come through. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Exhale, step forward, fold over yourself. Yes. Inhale, root to rise, 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 catch it, achieve it, bring it home towards your heart. 10. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your prayer up. Exhale, separate your hands, fold over yourself. Right leg back, right knee down, open your lungs up. Exhale, dog. Now from your dog, we can continue the same, or you can cross your right knee over the left so that you add this complication, right? I have to find another word, right? So we can start with the right knee in front of the left, or you can skip this whole thing and continue doing what we were doing before. Inhale, ripple forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, left foot forward, outside of the left hand, right knee down, untuck the right toes, open yourself up. Exhale, hands on either side of the front foot, bring the left foot to the middle, and then hop your right foot right behind the left, right knee behind the left. Inhale, root to rise, 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 catch it. Exhale, bring it home towards your heart. Find your center, find your ground, either when the feet are flipped. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it down to the earth. Inhale, right leg back, right knee down, untuck the right toes, lift your arms up towards the sky, crescent moon. Exhale, hands on either side of the front foot. Left knee crosses over the right, down dog with the crossed legs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Left knee down, untuck the right toes. Lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands on either side. Hop your left foot behind the right. Root to rise, inhale up. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Inhale, lift your prayer up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, 3, left leg back, left knee down, lift yourself up. Exhale, 4, down dog, cross leg is right knee on front of the left. Inhale, up dog with cross leg. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward in the center between your hands. You're in a tightrope. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands on either side. Hop your right foot behind the left. Fold over yourself. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, hands towards the heart. So nice. Separate your feet. Take a moment here with the eyes closed, the palms pressing against each other. Just allow all of that movement, all of that heat to start to reach every cell of your body, every organ, every pathway between these organs. One, you can bring your awareness down to the center of your pelvis, landing there. 2, you can go up behind your right eye. 2, travel behind your back, find your heart on the left armpit. 4, find your left eye where you planted your vision, revisit it. 5, find the center of your chest, the center of your being, right behind your thumbs. 6, plug your right foot down inside of the floor. 7, find your liver on the right side of your chest. 8, go behind your back, find your left foot, plug it down. 9, find your third eye. And 10, put your whole body into it. Lift your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, fall down towards the floor. Take your right leg back, left leg back. Bring yourself back into a dog. That was so nice. You can wash it with an upward facing dog, a classical one. Tops of the feet down. Yes. Bring your lungs through. That was really nice. You can move your knees, your heels from side to side. Yeah. Dropping the hips to one side, to the other. Nice. And then bring your knees towards the floor. Bring a blanket or a pillow. If you have a bolster, it could work as well. and make a nice roll with it so that you can sit on top of it. You can have a nice elevation. Bring the blocks if you have them. If you have pillows, we're taking these seated postures into more of a rounded experience. So any props would be great, right? And then sit on top of this elevation, on top of this blanket. Make sure that your butt bones are behind you. So instead of having that kind of experience, right, lift yourself up, stick your butt back behind you, exaggerate it, right? To begin, really exaggerate it, because then it's going to go a little bit more subtle, right? So stick your butt bones behind you, find the center of the pelvis, the perineum, plug it down underneath you, and then extend your right leg out to 2 o'clock on the side, and put the sole of your left foot to the inside of the right thigh. So Janu Shirshasana. If you have half lotus, you can take your left heel and put your left heel in your left hip and let your left knee go down on the floor. If the knee is up and you're really struggling with this one, just go with the regular Janu Shirshasana and then bend your left knee here. Even if you lost the contact between the sole of the foot and the thigh, and let this knee be bent and nice, maybe slide something underneath it. You can put a block and then bring your armpit right on top of it. So find any elevation here that will really allow this plug to happen, the knee inside of the armpit. And then once you have the knee inside of the armpit, you can go ahead and grab hold of either your right ankle, your right foot. You can do what Kat is doing, which is really nice, really bringing her head inside of her hands, right? And really starting to open herself towards the left side. So what I mean is that you have to give your hand something to do. You can't just let your hand here. Either hold your foot or hold your head and then start to open yourself up towards the left side, opening the left lung, the left arm up towards the sky here. And then extend your left arm by your left ear. The left arm will move towards 2 o'clock, towards where the right leg is. That's it. So good. Beautiful. Nice. Give yourself a few more breaths here. Notice if you're looking down towards the earth, and then open yourself up. Send your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. So imagine yourself still back bending in that lunge. Yes, Mary, so nice. Bring your knee inside of your armpit a little bit more so that there be no space between your thigh and your torso. That's it. Ah, so beautiful. And then you can extend your left arm so much here. You can either grab hold of your left foot, or maybe this time the left hand holds your head, right? So your head goes inside of your left hand and you open your left elbow up towards the side. This time you have so much traction here. The right hand is holding the right heel or the right ankle, and the left hand is holding the head. And then you open your left lung up towards the sky. You look up. And then for the last few seconds, you can turn and face completely the right leg. And then you can fold over it completely, bringing your forehead down, either on your knee, maybe on a block. Maybe the right eyeball goes inside of your right knee. Finding a little bit of pressure to release the optical nerves on the right side. Literally embodying the forehead to knee, or eyeball to knee. So good. When you're ready, you can slowly lift yourself up. Nice. Remove the block from underneath the right knee. Take yourself out towards the right side, so much towards the right, so that you don't have something by your sides here. So you're really flushed on the right side of the mat. And then bend your right knee behind you, like have Virasana. So now your top of the right foot is down on the floor. It is like this, right? And the left foot is still on the inside of the right thigh, or it is in the half lotus here. So you can do it with both. And once you have this, go ahead and take your left hand behind your back. Find the back of your left hand on your right hip, and then start to twist towards your left side. Take your right hand on top of your left thigh, maybe on top of your left knee, and give yourself a nice twist towards the left side. Let your shoulders open, broaden towards the sides. Maybe the right shoulder finds 12 o'clock right in front of you. Left shoulder finds 6 o'clock right behind you. You plug your pelvis down and you start to revolve around this axis from your navel to your sternum, and then your lungs start to turn. Maybe your head will turn and you will start to look right behind you towards 6 o'clock. Very nice. Keep your upper body in the twist. Then just relax your head, relax your vision, look down towards your right elbow, down towards your right knee. Relax your vision completely. Let your head release, let your neck release. Bring yourself to the middle. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind you this time. Take it the other way. So this time the right arm wraps around you completely, the back of the right hand on the left hip, the left hand on your right knee. Fill your left hand with your right knee, lift yourself up, and then start to twist from your navel, then your sternum, then your lungs start to turn. Maybe aligning your left shoulder 12 o'clock right in front, right shoulder 6 o'clock right behind. So nice, beautiful. Crown of the head up towards the sky. Yes, Mikey. Every inhale, lift up, and every exhale, twist a little more. If you feel like you're not making strong contact, hold yourself like crazy, right? Let your hands really, really make contact with your hip and your knee, and then turn your vision towards the back. See how much of the wall you can see behind you or any scenery that you have. Maybe closing the right eye, looking behind you with your left. And now for the last few seconds, keep your body in the twist, but then just relax your vision down. So see what it feels like to just relax the vision, looking down towards your left shoulder, your left knee, and then bring yourself to the middle. That was so nice. This time, extend both legs forward. Give yourself a few breaths in a rounded Paschimottanasana. So both legs are straight, butt is really behind you. Perineum is down underneath you. Knees are super bent so that they can come inside of the armpits. And then you can really start to play with your kidneys here. So a big game in winter is to nourish the kidneys, right? The kidneys, the waters. It's all about the season in the body, also in nature, right? There's no difference between how we're designed and how everything around us is. And then you can rest your forehead down either on a pillow, maybe on a slanted block like this, little 45-ish degrees, so that the forehead is really resting on the block. If this becomes too much, you can wiggle yourself from side to side. A little bit of movement goes a long way in these really intense folds. That's it. If you'd like, for the last few seconds, you can take a block or two and put them right underneath the soles of your feet so that your feet become really, really 90-degree here, as if you're plugging your feet in the wall. And then you bring your knees inside of your armpits even more, and you relax your head down. Ah, very nice, Ivona. Miffy, this looks wonderful. Send your butt back a little bit more. Nice, that's it. There's a big difference between elongating the legs and locking the knees, right? So think that you're elongating the backs of your legs. So send your heels out away from you while keeping this connection between your torso and your thighs. That's it. So nice. Catherine, this is so nice. Shake your head from side to side. That's it. Send your butt back a little bit more. Yes. Beautiful. Mary, so nice. Yes, take out the blocks. That was a that was a statement that you did with the blocks. I loved it. Like, you know, very good. Now stay folded. Grab hold of your opposite elbows. Put your face in the frame. Plug your heels down like crazy. Imagine your middle toes are parallel together and shooting up towards the sky. And then inhale, start to sprout from the cave of winter, finding your spring, your rise, lifting up, bringing your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. Back bend it here. Create an imaginary boundary right behind your sternum. And then exhale, separate your hands. Very nice. Let's move to the other side. Open your left leg out to 10 o'clock. Bend your right knee. Put the sole of the right foot either inside of the right thigh, the sole of the right foot inside of the left thigh, or up in half lotus. Bend your left knee like crazy so that you can bring your left armpit inside of your left knee and grab hold of your left foot. Try all of the things with your hands, right? Because it really gives you other experiences here. You can do this one first, right? Bringing your head inside of your left hand and see how much of a revolution it's giving you. Maybe you find that your left lung is a little bit squished, in which case you can bring your right hand and pull it out, show it the world, show it the sun above it, right? The ceiling. And then you can maybe extend your left arm, hold your left heel, hold your left foot, and then start to open your right lung out to the side, opening the right arm up, lifting your vision, looking at the right hand, and then start to extend your right arm by your right ear. Instead of collapsing down, we will in a little bit, but for now, really open yourself. Send your pubis, your navel, your sternum forward, up and back. Nice. Think that you're back bending, Bob. Yes, so much. That's it. Keep following your hand with your eyes, and then maybe grab hold of your head with your right hand so that your head is really resting in your right palm, and then open the right elbow up and back. Now you're looking up towards your left elbow, up towards the ceiling right above you. Give yourself one or two more cycles of breath here into the right side of the body. Nice, beautiful. Good. And now extend your right hand and fold over your left leg. Now you're really resting your forehead down. Maybe bring your left knee inside of your left eyeball. Just a gentle pressure here to relax the left side of the optical nerves. Very nice. Beautiful. On your next inhale, lift yourself up. Take yourself to the left side of your blanket so that you don't have anything on your left side. And then bend your left knee behind you in half hero's pose, half virasana. Top of the left foot is down. The sole of the right foot, it can be on your left thigh or on top of your left thigh or on the inside of your left thigh. Nice. Then take your right hand behind you. Find your left hip with your left hand. If you are in half of a lotus like this, maybe your right hand will hold your foot, right? This is just an option here. If your foot is already in half a lotus, maybe that's your bind here instead of it being just on your back. And then take your left hand on your right knee, lift yourself up, and then start to twist towards your right side. Put yourself on a vertical axis from the crown down to the perineum. Organize your left shoulder right in front of you at 12, right shoulder right behind you at 6. Instead of throwing your head back immediately, start to organize yourself from your basement, from your first floor, stable pelvis, stable knees, and then start to revolve around your second floor from your navel to your sternum. Then your lungs will turn. The back of the left lung will turn in time to find the front of the right, and then your head can turn completely. That's it. Keep your body in the twist completely so it's fierce, but then relax your vision. Relax your neck, relax your head down. Nice. Ah, so good. There's something so beautiful in this action, right? And just relaxing the vision down towards the opposite side, but really keeping the heart opening towards the right. This is really the angle where the heart loves to thrives in, loves to go out into the world. There's a tendency for the heart to be squished onto the left side so much inside of the left lung. So really let it open to the right and then relax your vision. Maybe watch over it, look at the heart. And then inhale, bring yourself back towards the center. So nice. Right hand, left knee. Left hand behind you. Find your left hip. I'm sorry. Find your right hip, your outer right hip with your left hand. Right hand on your left knee. And then lift your torso up. Put yourself on this axis and start to twist it towards the other side. Right shoulder right in front of you, left shoulder right behind you. Keep looking in front of you to begin here. So you're looking towards 12. Start to organize yourself. Start to turn your navel towards the left. Start to turn your vision a little bit with it. Start to turn your sternum towards the left. Turn your vision with it. And now imagine the back of your right lung is turning in front of you to find your left lung. Now let your vision turn completely with this image. Now you're looking right behind you towards 6, maybe past 6. You can even close your left eye and see how much you can see with your right. Nice. Then keep yourself in the twist. Just relax your head down towards the right. Look down towards your right shoulder, your right knee. Nice. And then bring yourself towards the middle. That was so nice. Extend your legs forward and lie down onto your backs. Beautiful work. We have a few minutes here for relaxation meditation. If you need to give yourself any posture, any closing posture, you can. This is really your time from now on. If you have something to do, you can leave. It was so nice to be with you. But of course, I would love you to stay. And then whenever you're ready, you can make your way onto your back. If you have a wall, feel free to have your legs up the wall. If you have a chair, you can put your legs up on the chair. Really giving yourself these last few minutes here in this guided relaxation, this yoga nidra.